Infectious disease specialist at ABC News medical contributor Dr. Todd Ellerin joins me now for more on all of this, including that study on vaccines for pregnant women. Dr. Ellerin, good morning. Great to have you as always. So right now, what is this conversation like? Should pregnant women wait to get the vaccine until learning the results of this study, or is this a case-by-case basis?
I think it's a case-by-case basis. I know for me, I'm recommending that my pregnant women that I see, I tell them that I think the benefits outweigh the risks, but of course it's a personal decision. We have to respect that. Now, what's that based on? Here's the good news. So far, about 20,000 pregnant women have received the COVID vaccine in the U.S., and there has been no safety signals. So it looks safe so far. But we have to have a firm landing on this question. So I think I really applaud Pfizer in the fact that, what we just heard from Adrian's piece, that they're enrolling about 4,000 pregnant women between 24 and 36 weeks. So that's late second trimester and third trimester. And they're going to randomize. That means some of the pregnant women will get the vaccine, some will get placebo, and will more definitively be able to answer that question, is the vaccine safe in pregnancy? But so far, it looks so.
It's very rare that we see randomized trials on pregnant women. Why do you think the decision was made to do it in this case?
You're so right. I mean, I just think that it is, we're in the middle of a global crisis, and I think it took this type of just kind of level of danger around the world, this plague, in order to get scientists and ethicists to be able to say, you know what, let's go forward with this. And it makes sense.
So are there any other groups that you think we could see these kinds of studies on, groups that there are concerns about when it comes to the vaccine?
Right. So, already Pfizer is fully enrolled. They're 12 to 15 age group. Remember, they have EUA for the 16 and older, so we should get data on that over the next few months. And Moderna started enrolling in December. They're enrolling kids aged 12 to 17. Remember, they have an EUA for 18 and older. So it is very possible that these teens and preteens may be able to be vaccinated before school starts in the fall.
And then Pfizer also says it's submitting data to the FDA showing that their vaccine might not have to be stored at those extremely cold temperatures that we've seen so far. What does the data show, and how helpful would that be?
Diane, I don't know if you remember, but you asked me this maybe about 4 or 5 months before. We talked about, how stability data can change over time. This is good news. So now the Pfizer vaccine can be stored in these pharmaceutical grade freezers like Moderna, not like our home freezers, which are 0, but at temperatures of like -13 Fahrenheit to -5 Fahrenheit. So it's good news. It's just one step further to decrease our logistical challenges. But please remember that we have a global vaccine vacuum right now. Over 130 countries have not received any vaccine. So we really have to make sure that we get this vaccine around the world and not just to reach resource-rich countries. Remember, what's happening in one part of the world can affect other parts of the world. I think this pandemic has taught us that lesson.
And some experts are predicting that we could actually reach herd immunity by April. Do you think that's possible? And what are the driving factors behind that prediction?
This is a really unanswered question, and I'm going to tell you I'm not sure, but I do think it's possible, and this is why. We could talk about masking and distancing and that we've improved in there, but I don't think that's really the driving factors, although we have to continue to do that. But I think what people are thinking is that there's been enough natural infection. Now, there's been about 28 million confirmed cases in the United States. Remember, we think there's probably 3 to 4 times more unconfirmed. So that puts us at about 100 million overall infections. If you add to that, now there's been about 57 million doses of vaccine given, and by April, hopefully we'll be close to that, 100, 150 million dose range. So if you add those numbers up, it's possible that we may be able to drive down the virus to the point where if a person is infected, they will not be able to transmit it to another person. That's what means that the reproductive number falls to less than 1, and now you're on your path to herd immunity. So it is possible. Now, the next question, Diane, is how long will that herd immunity last? And that's where the variants come in and next generation vaccines. So remember, there is that cycle.
It seems like there's always a catch to the good news, but we will take the good news as we can get it. Dr. Ellerin, great to talk to you. Thank you.
Great talking to you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.